Hi there, this is Veronica. Today I'll be making a bunny backpack. First, we'll print out the patterns and make them into templates. The patterns you see here are the prototype, which will be different from the ones you download. And because I went through a lot of trial and errors in the process, but don't worry, the files you download will allow you to make the backpack without making any adjustment. The leather I'm using is Napa cowhide, and this is chrome tan leather. Use the templates and trace the outline onto the leather. And cut individual leather pieces according to the templates. First of all, we're going to make the rabbit ears. I used some pearl pink leather to make the inside part of the rabbit ear. You will cut the leather pieces about 1 centimeter larger all the way around, and folding all sides of the leather on the back. Then use the template to position the inside of the ear and sew them up together. If you've noticed that the ear piece here are smaller than the templates you have, and this is one of the errors I made, and I'll be detach the inner part of the ear on the larger new piece. Be sure to cut the leather pieces for the ears to be mirroring. Place 2 leather pieces right side facing each other and sew them up. Then flip the leather inside out. You'll be sewing all sides but the bottom of the ear. Press down all sides of the sewing part of the ear. Here I actually clamp the piece in between the boards. And here I decided to add a pocket to the front panel. This will also be included in the patterns you download. I made the front pocket to be round, which resembles the tail of the rabbit. And first we'll attach zipper to the front pocket cassette. Cut out the templates along the guideline on the cassette pattern and mark the position for the zipper on the back of the leather. Then I use a 45 degrees angle to mark a Y shape on the inside of the rectangle. Drew and cut along the line. This will allow us to fold in the edges for the opening. Then cut a zipper piece a little bit longer than the opening. Don't forget to install the zipper head before attaching the zipper to the leather. And the distance between the leather and the teeth of the zipper is about 6 millimeters. Here I use a guide to mark where to glue the zipper. It's a little bit hard to see on the camera, but I punch the holes around the zipper opening. And the guideline at the end of the set is the middle punch line on the patterns you have. Sew along the guideline. Then we will open up the leather and glue it back onto the back of the gusset, and then sew along the glue part. Now the gusset is ready, we're going to attach it to the front of the front pocket using piping. For the piping, I used the same leather as I did for the inner of the ear. I cut a long strip of the leather and placed plastic tubing on the middle. You can do these steps without the plastic. Place the plastic pipe in the middle, then fold the leather in half along the long side. At the bottom of the front pocket panel, I attach a short strip of leather, and this is going to make the connecting part of the piping look nicer. Make multiple cuts on the piping, and this will allow you to make a round shape. Cut off the excess of the piping, then fold and glue the strip down to cover up the connecting part. Cut off the excess of the strip on the back, and it's ready to attach the gusset to the piping. Be sure to attach the shorter edge from the zipper to the piping. Glue and sew it up and flip it over. To attach the front pocket to the front panel, we're going to cut off the little triangles on the pattern, mark them onto the gusset, and also cut them off. This step will be easier if you do it before attaching the gusset together. And this part is going to be folded inward to attach to the front panel. On the front panel, mark the circle where we're going to attach the front pocket. This part is pretty tricky to attach and sew the front pocket on. And finish sewing the front pocket up will make the liner for the front pocket. I use canvas fabric to cut 2 circles the same size as the front pocket panel, and same is the gusset. And you'll also cut the Y shape for the zipper opening, and also folding all the edges. Sew the liner up and attach it to the front pocket along the zipper. Then use the holes you punched earlier to sew the leather to the liner. After attaching the front pocket on, we're going to attach the rabbit ears too. Place in the positions you like and sew the ears up, and trim off any excess from the back. Now the front panel is ready, we're going to make the back panel. The back panel, we have 3 D-ring attachments and 1 handle. To make the handle, mark the middle guideline for the handle, and we will fold the long sides into the middle line. When gluing this, make sure to make it as seamless as possible. Then I sew the handle up along the middle line with cross stitch on the back. By pulling the cross stitching tight, it will create a piping effect. Same way to make the top D-ring attachment, fold the long side and glue it to the middle line, and fold the leather in half to install the D-ring. Then glue and stitch the D-ring and the handle onto the back panel. On top of that, I'm going to add this additional piece. This is just to cover up the end of the D-ring attachments and the handle. At the bottom of the back panel, we'll attach these 2 corner D-ring attachments. I finished all the edges of these D-ring attachments, install the D-ring, then glue and stitch it onto the back panel. Now we have the front and back panel ready. We're going to make the cassette to assemble them all together. To make the cassette, we have zipper cassette and the bottom cassette. And the zipper part, we will have 2 panels, one with the zipper cover and one without. Draw the guideline according to the template. The middle guideline is for the center line, and the 2 guidelines on each side is the stitching line for assembling the zipper cassette to the bottom cassette. And also mark the guideline for making the zipper cover. Same thing for the narrower zipper cassette panel. Glue and fold in the leather to the guideline we just drew. The folded part is going to be glued onto the zipper. Cut the zipper that's longer than the panels. The mark on the zipper cover is for the gluing. The narrower panel is going to be glued onto the zipper along the guideline directly. Then to glue the zipper cover to the zipper will be attached along the edge of the cover. Here I also punched the holes on the leather along the zipper. On the one with zipper cover is along the edge of the cover. Also draw guidelines onto the bottom gusset. Then we will attach the zipper gusset to the bottom gusset with the wrong side out, and we will sew them together along the guideline. And cut the excess zipper as short as possible. Then fold the leather out, glue and stitch them together. Now the gusset is ready, we're going to attach them to the front and back panel. Flip the gusset inside out, then attach them directly with the wrong side out. When attaching the gusset to the front panel, be sure the zipper cover is closer to the back side, and be sure to align the center lines. Sew the bags up, then open the zipper to flip the bag inside out. Now the main part of the backpack is almost done. Now we will need to make the liner for the back. cut the fabric according to the templates. You'll be using the front and back panel templates and also the bottom gusset templates. Here I also want to make a pocket on the inside. Just simply cut a third one of the front and back panel and cut off the top part and fold down the edges. And a long strip of fabric that's twice the length of the bottom gusset. At the middle of the long strip, we'll cut the opening for the zipper and fold all the edges out. And sew the long strips into a loop and attach the front and back panel to the gusset. Then attach the liner along the zipper. When attaching the liner on, be sure the pocket is on the back. Sew the liner up along the holes we punched earlier. Now the main part of the backpack is completed. Moving on, we're going to make the straps for the backpack. We're going to have 3 long strips that are about 90 centimeters long. Same way as making the handle, we're going to fold the edge to the middle line. Pick 2 of them and finish the edge with edge paint, and we'll attach the hooks to this end. On the other side of the strip, make sure to cut both strips to the same length. At this end of the strip, I attach a metal end on. And then punch the holes for the buckle. Then I use edge paint to finish the inside of each hose. Edge paint, it will harden the leather edge, and this way will make it more durable. Finish the 2 long strips. We're going to need 2 more short straps. Make sure to cut them of the same length and finish all the cut edges. On one end, I made an oval hole for the buckle. I also finished the edge on the inside. On this end, we also need a leather ring. The leather ring is made from the leftover strap that we cut earlier, and I cut the strip in half along the long side. The length of the ring is depending on the thickness of your strap, and the length should be able to loop around the thickness of 2 straps. Attach the ring and the buckle to the short strap. On the other end of the short strap, we're going to attach it directly to the backpack. I have all the holes pre-punched. Now the short straps are attached to the backpack. We're going to install the long strap to the short strap with the buckle. Now the straps are on, the backpack is completed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.